My uncle who works at Nintendo, he kind of disappeared. So I'm assuming the Nintendo ninjas got to him. I don't have any insider information. This is all just gonna be predictions from me, which I am pretty damn good at predicting, and it's really fun. So let's predict this fucking Nintendo Direct. It's gonna be a long one, 60 minutes. So let's start off with games you already know about. The big one, Tomodachi Life. We are going to hear about Tomodachi Life, see some more information about it, see more of the game. There may or may not be a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. There probably will be, so they get extra money, obviously. Whether it'll have extra content or not, I don't know. Probably not. But Tomodachi Life is a big one. I think they're going to spend some time on that game. And then the release date for Tomodachi Life, I'm going to go with March next year. March 2026. March, February, one of those. And then we have, you know, like games like Rhythm Heaven, Hyrule Warriors, Splatoon Raiders. We'll probably see more of those games, like, you know, give them a new trailer or say something about them, you know. Especially Splatoon Raiders, because we have not seen like anything about that game really. So, not that I personally don't care about it, but Splatoon's big, so that's definitely going to be in here somewhere. And then Kirby Air Riders will probably have a new trailer for that, probably addressing the tease at the end of the Direct. So we'll see what that is. Maybe they'll show off some new characters, a new track or something. I don't know. Maybe a new mode. And then, of course, another big one, Metroid Prime 4. It's definitely going to get another trailer. Probably a more in-depth, like, story trailer. I can see that. Or just like a trailer showing off more planets that you go to. And I also think they're going to announce a Metroid Prime 4 Direct. And the release date for that game will probably be December. Probably like early December, I could see. Early December or early November, but probably early December. Now, new games. I'm not going to predict too many. Probably just like a couple. I'm going to start with what I don't think is happening. No new Animal Crossing. No new Zelda game. Obviously, like, no new Kirby game. I feel like like, all these games are in the works, you know? For sure. Like, I think Animal Crossing is going to be announced next year, not this year. I'm very excited. I could do a whole video talking about what I think about the next Animal Crossing, but that's going to be announced next year to me. It won't come out next year, though. I don't know. I just feel like they have other games, because we're for sure going to have, you know, Gen 10 Pokemon next year. It's pretty much, it's got to be confirmed at this point. Right? You're going to have that. Some other games, you got Tomodachi Life. I just don't think Animal Crossing is going to fit in to next year. So I'm going to go with, for the new game, a new Fire Emblem. Because Fire Emblem Engage, bad game. I fucking hated that game. I didn't even finish it. It's unfortunate. But that seemed like a much smaller game. That had to be like a smaller project where they tested out a lot of the new things, because there was a lot of new animation, new art style, probably like a new engine that they made. And it seemed like a game also created for the Fire Emblem anniversary at the time, because it had all the characters from all across the series in it. With that fucking stupid gimmick. Hate it. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like a new Fire Emblem, that is not the big, that was not the next big Fire Emblem game that they were working on. The next one is the big Fire Emblem game. So I think we might get that announced, and it might come out next year. I think it's the most likely option out of all the main series. I think Fire Emblem is the most likely. Just recently, they also released the Fire Emblem Awakening OST on Nintendo Music, so maybe that's a little, you know, that's a little tease of what's to come. I just remember that. Though I could also see that coming out the following year as well. And there's not really any RPGs. We need like an RPG, you know, to come out. So, well, I guess Pokemon, but Pokemon like its own thing. And of course, I don't know about, you know, third parties. I know there's Octopath Traveler 2 and all that shit. I'm not even gonna talk about those because I really don't give a fuck. All right, now the big section that I think they're gonna really focus on in this direct, and it's probably the reason why it's 60 minutes long. Mario's 40th anniversary. It's a big event, you know, 4-0. The 10s, the 5s, they celebrate the 5s, but the 10s are the big anniversaries, like Pokemon's 30th anniversary next year. We got Mario's 40th coming up this Saturday. So, which makes sense why this direct is right before Mario's anniversary. Makes a lot of sense. So, I got a lot of Mario shit I'm predicting right here. Okay, Mario Sunshine and maybe Luigi's Mansion, but definitely Mario Sunshine coming out on NSO. That is definitely gonna be happening. Now, I don't know if it'll be in the direct, but they will announce that. Next, Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition. It just makes sense because Mario Bros. Wonder, it was, you know, it wasn't a long game. It wasn't a hard game to complete. And there was only a little bit of post game. So, and it just got nothing, you know, nothing. So it just makes sense that the newest 2D Mario would get a Switch 2 edition with some extra content. I don't know what the extra content would be. Probably like a new world, some new challenges, you know, things like that. Maybe a new subplot. Like maybe like they'll bring in like the Koopalings or something, I don't know. I'd rather them not, obviously. They overused them a lot. But yeah, they'll probably do something. So, and as for other Switch 2 editions, I don't know. I don't know what else, honestly. So I'm not even gonna try to predict those. Then, Mario Kart World DLC, or a substantial update, like a free substantial update. Either or. If it's an update, it'll probably come with like, you know, costumes for the characters, maybe a new mode, new online mode, something like that. If it's DLC though, like paid DLC, then it's probably gonna be like a whole new like island of tracks or something with new characters and all that. I thought for after Bonanza came out, I thought they were gonna release a Donkey Kong Bonanza update, which that could still happen, where it might be paid, but where they add costumes for Donkey Kong and Pauline because they both only have like one costume. And they add new characters, like Donkey Kong characters, like Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Dixie Kong, and probably Baby Pauline, Little Pauline, which I fucking hate that bitch. And of course, I would want King K. Rool, but they probably won't because they don't want to spoil it for people who don't know about him already. But yeah, I thought maybe they'll do something like that. They still can. But something Mario Kart World DLC update, I think for sure is being announced. If not now, then at some point, like the next direct, if not now. And now this next one, I'm not sure if it will happen in this direct specifically, based on history, but you know, that doesn't matter. A new Mario Sport game. And the one I want, and the one I think has a really high chance, is Mario Baseball. If they announce Mario Baseball, I'm going to scream! Scream! I'll nut all over my computer. I love Mario Baseball and I miss it. But they can easily fuck it up. That's the only problem. They can easily fuck it up unless they get like the original, like the team who made Sluggers, like bring them back. Whoever those people are, have them make the game. It needs to be as good as Sluggers at least, you know? Because Sluggers is a great game. It has to be as good as that. But yeah, Mario Sport is definitely happening next year. I do believe that. I really hope it's Mario Baseball, and I'm getting the tingles. I'm getting, you know, the intuitive tingles that is Mario Baseball, and I want to hit that Grand Slam. Let's play a baseball game. Let's play a baseball game, yeah. But if not in this direct, it's going to be announced in the next one. And now the big one. The big one. The grand finale. New 3D Mario. Listen, I know that a lot of people are being like, oh, there's not gonna be a 3D Mario because they're working on Donkey Kong Bonanza this whole time. I'm just like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? You really think they were working on a 3D Donkey Kong game and not working on a 3D Mario game at the same time? Come on. Come on. They know 3D Mario is gonna do well. 3D Donkey Kong, they weren't sure, obviously, but they still did it. Come on, bro. Like, the 3D Mario is in the works, and I bet it's coming sooner than we think, and I think it's coming next year. I think, besides Pokemon, that's going to be the big holiday title. Now, this is also wishful thinking, but I do think it's happening. There's just no way it's not. You can't go this long without an official 3D Mario. Bowser's Fury, it counts, but it doesn't count, you know? It was a very super small thing. I just played it. It's really fun, really awesome. Godzilla. But it's not a 3D Mario adventure. So what it's gonna be, I don't know. It's either... I don't think it's Odyssey 2, because if it was, I feel like we would have gotten it by now. But then, again, maybe not, because they were working on Donkey Kong. So, it could be. Listen, it could be Odyssey 2, a brand new thing, which I hope it's a brand new thing. Brand new ideas and everything. Or this is the one that, this is the out there suggestion, Galaxy 3. You know, it would make sense. They know the Galaxy formula. They could expand on it. But it's simple for them to make, more simple for them to make, while they're also making Donkey Kong. You know, it's like, we can't, we don't, it's like, okay, well, we're working on Donkey Kong, and that's a fully original game. So let's make a 3D Mario game that we've already done. Galaxy. It's super popular. People would love it. It makes sense. I want it to be a brand new thing, but hey, I wouldn't be opposed. I just want a new 3D Mario. Like, and playing Bowser's Fury just made me crave it even more. Though it did help with my cravings a little bit, but like I'm gonna start craving it, especially with this direct and the Mario anniversary. Like I want that announcement. Like even just a little tease. I don't need a full reveal. A little tease that it's coming. You know, that's it. Tease me, please. And then my final prediction is no Mario movie. They are going to release a teaser trailer soon for the Mario movie 2, but I don't think it's going to be in this direct. I think they learned their lesson when it came to putting the movie stuff in the regular directs. Yeah, they learned their lesson with that. I am not excited for it. I think it's going to suck, just like the first one. The first one was terrible. It's not a Mario movie. It's something completely different. Fucking retardation. This movie's probably going to be the same thing, and Yoshi's going to be played by some black lady. Watch. It's going to be like, hey, yo, what's going on, Mario? Yo, I'm Yoshi, yo. You know? Watch. Or it's going to be like Kevin Hart or something. Watch. Those are my predictions. That's everything I thought about. Nothing's coming to me right now. I'm not really talking about Pokemon, because Pokemon does their own shit. They've been going crazy with the Mega Evolution teasers. That's what I thought about. That's it. Those are my predictions. I'm hype. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. It's an hour long, which means there's something. They got shit to announce. You know, like hopefully it's not mostly third-party shit. There's probably a lot of third-party shit, but I hope it's a lot more first-party shit. New 3D Mario, please.